Yo, welcome to another video today. Now this video is going to be a little different from my other videos, mainly being Noob to Pros, and where I am talking about how I have been able to clear out the rifts. Technically solo, not really, because I am using two accounts, and I also am using two Vanguard units, both being Sungjin Woo's Vanguard. This is kind of just showing how I have been able to do this. Now it is using fairly straightforward methods. Talk about the methods now, go over like per account. So on my main account, the one that is on the right, I have set up my Sungjin Woos in the back, and I'm using the Raijin cubed strategy of basically just placing down my Sungjin Woos, setting them to arise and forgetting about them. I also have three supports, two being buffers, Subaru and Haruka Rin, and then I also have a Lucy for her nullify effect to get rid of any beneficial modifiers, mainly the damage reduction and also the splitting of the first boss that comes through. And then I have Aizen as extra damage and also for his wall ability. And then my Noob to Pro account, I have Sungjin Woo as the main damage of the group of units that I have, where I'm upgrading them. I'm also setting a rise to them so they can increase their damage of their passive. I'll eventually turn that off. I'll start upgrading them. I'll place down steel and then I'll turn a rise back on. Now also during this, I'll have a rise turned off on one of them, the one that I'm first upgrading, just so I'm able to use his nuke ability. This is around past wave 10 once the first boss actually starts coming around the bend, not because of the boss itself, but because the enemies start to leak. So that is why I end up using a nuke there. I only use the Sungjin Woo nuke. I probably could use any of them because the nukes aren't really needed for the last boss. I do end up using them, but they aren't exactly needed. I have Kisuke, of course, for the wounded effect. I have Gilgamesh. I place down one and I get him to his ability just so I can use it. I don't know how effective it is, but I just have it because it's an extra slot I have. And lastly, I have Death on the team for her time stop. I also put her affection on one of the Aizens. I don't know if this matters too much. I'm pretty sure it doesn't because I did do a run before this as well to make sure I can do this, and the affection was on one of the Sungjin Woos before. That is pretty much the gist of this whole thing. There isn't much else to talk about, so I'll let the rest of this run play out and I'll come back afterward. So that is the end of this video, just kind of showing off the method that I used to complete the rift. Wasn't completely solo because I am using 2 accounts. It technically is solo at the same time, and also the other thing is it's not fully traitless because I do have traits on my 2 main damaging units for my main account, but I wasn't going to go out my way to grind up new units specifically for this. I'd also like to give a little shout out to Raijin Cubed, as I kind of used his method with placing down a Sungjin Woo, kind of setting to a rise and forgetting. He has some really good videos. I mainly found out the method that he was doing through the Monarch vs Deadeye Sungjin Woo video that he did. Really good video, highly recommend to watch. I'll put his channel and also the link to that video down in the description. With that being said, there's not much else to say, so appreciate it if you have made it this far through the video. See ya. Oh my goodness. There's no way that I'm actually doing this. Oh my goodness. I've actually done it. This is crazy. I've actually just beaten. Holy. Woo. Yo, what a rush. Beating this stage with no Monarch units. Given I am using 2 Vanguard units, it's nuts to me. Like, I cannot believe that I've actually done this and that this is actually possible to do. Holy. Yo, what a great feeling this is.